From Apollo High School in Owensboro, Kentucky, the tour of the third region continues for the Grayson County Cougars as they take on the Apollo Eagles with an opportunity to pick up another big region win. And a good evening and welcome inside the Eagles Nest, I think is what they call it here at Apollo High School. Sam Wormley here with you on the call as this is the Locker Room Show brought to you by our friends at Hometown Hangout. You might be saying, wait, didn't you just say this morning and say on Saturday that you were going to be at home doing girls basketball? Yes, that was our plan until about 1 o'clock this afternoon when it was decided by LaRue County that they were not going to play tonight. So instead, we're here at Apollo High School watching a Grayson County boys team take on the Apollo Eagles. Should be a great third region matchup. We're excited to bring it to you. Coming up on our Locker Room Show brought to you by our friends at Hometown Hangout. We'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and bring you the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Midonk in Litchfield.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Hey, Kentucky High School senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Apollo High School. Grayson County and the Eagles inching closer towards getting underway. Apollo enters the record of 10-6. They're 2-1 in 9th district play. This team, we talked about it on Saturday, is a younger team that has had some really good wins this year, but maybe is a year away from being a consistent contender in this third region. The players you'll need to know, it's a three-headed monster, or really even a four-headed monster up top. Tate Powers, the sophomore guard, at 11.8 points per game. Kobe Kelly at 11.1 points per game. He's the senior. Landon Henning, he's averaging a double-double at 9.8 points and 10.2 rebounds per game. And Luke Jarbo, the senior, 9.6 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. It's that sophomore class for this Apollo team that has this fan base very excited, and it's with Henning. He's listed at 6'10" on their roster. His actual height might be 6'8", but 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", does it particularly matter, especially in Grayson County? Their tallest player is Jack Logston at 6'6". Henning, your traditional post player, whereas Logston would be probably classified more as a guard or even a wing. Grayson County, bad offensive performance on Tuesday and then exploded offensively on Friday and Saturday. We'll take a break. Introduce you to them after this, as this is the Hometown Hangout Locker Room Show on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help call center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
105. Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Apollo High School, where Grayson County is taking on Apollo here today. Grayson County with a record of 13-4. You know, we mentioned it last time they were in this Owensboro area was last Tuesday night. They lost to Catholic 69-43. That 43 points was their lowest point total in nearly 2 years. And then they turned it around on Friday and scored 95 against Whitesville Trinity, which was their most points scored in a game since 2009. And maybe on Saturday you revert back to more of what you're used to, 73 points against Breckenridge County. You probably saw the extent of the high end of what this Grayson County scoring can be, the low end of what the scoring can be, and then more of the median of what you can kind of expect from this Cougar squad. Spencer Langdon has been kind of an Apollo killer throughout the years. He had a slower start to his 8th grade season for Grayson County and then exploded in a game here 2 years ago. 5 of 6 from 3 against Apollo in a game here, and that exploded him onto the scene as one of the top young players in the 3rd region. He's been struggling with that three-point shot over the last couple of weeks. He's 5 for his last 30, 3 for his last 20, but it's been the inside shot that has not been struggling whatsoever. He's still been playing extremely well. Travis Johnston, he's the head coach of the Cougars. We'll take a break, talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show, brought to you by Hometown Hangout here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by head coach Travis Johnston from the Grayson County Cougars. First off, Coach, wasn't expecting to see you today. Good to see you. Some different changes there. Let's go back to Friday, Saturday, but especially on Saturday where your offense really bounced back from a bad performance on Tuesday at Owensboro Catholic. What was working?
Ball movement. We're playing faster. We're getting rebounds. We were getting stops, and we were able to get the ball out. Spencer was doing unbelievable, getting the ball ahead and taking off on speed dribbles, pitching ahead. And we had some guys make some shots, and it's a little bit easier and more fun to share the wealth when you're making your shots. And I just thought our ball movement was a whole lot better. I think we had one of the games, I'm not sure which one, but I think we had 15 assists in the first half alone. So I think that was the biggest key, was the ball movement.
Last time your team was at Apollo, Spencer came into the game. I think he had just come back from the injury, and I think he was 0 of 16 from 3 or something in that realm. And then he went 5 of 6 today, and that kind of burst him onto the scene in this third region. And that's where I think a lot of people learned him as a shooter. But he's evolved into more than just a shooter. How has he evolved into a scorer?
His mid-range jumper is really good. Like I think I said on the radio, that one jumper he hit against Breck in the corner from 15 feet that he had to shoot a little bit higher. He elevates so well inside. He can post. He can drive. He's got his mid-range, and I still don't think he's had a good shooting year overall yet. And I'm hoping maybe this is kind of a breakout. Me and Coach B were talking. He's one of those that's just waiting for that breakout game, and once he has it, then he'll kind of take off. But other than his three-point shot not being as consistent as before, I think he's been great in all other levels. His free throw shooting's gotten better, made 2 in a row for I think the first time all year the other day. He's concentrated, locked in a little bit more, and he's playing some really good basketball right now.
Your team has played only true road games. They played 5. Now, they played a lot of technical road games based on neutral sites and so on, but in those 5 true road games, I think it's 2-3 as your record. Now, that could be a little misleading because you've played some really good teams on the road on their home floor. What is the mindset to be successful in a road game?
I think that we had, with the opponents that we played, the 3 that come to mind, I assume, are Breck, Muhlenberg, and Catholic.
No, wait, sorry, I forgot. That's not their home floor. Sorry. How dare
I? But those 3, I think those guys we were kind of looked at as supposed to be better, and they were ready for it, and they were hungry to play us. And I don't think we figured out yet how to handle that. I hope that we've changed that, because we have talked about that some, as far as, you know, when you go on the road against teams that you're quote unquote ranked better than, then they're going to be coming for you. We have a pretty good home court advantage so far right now, and other teams want to use that against us as well. So hopefully it's just being locked in and focused and ready from the get-go, because, like I said, those 3 games I know for sure we haven't been.
Apollo, we mentioned on the air on Saturday that they're kind of similar to you all last year, where they're young. They got some good young players. They could be anybody in the region, but they're maybe a year away from being a consistent threat. What do you see from them, and how do you pick up a big region win?
Well, the big kid is really good. He's averaging double-double, 10 and 10, and obviously we don't have the size that can go against him, so we'll do a couple different things. I think we have some strength that we can put against him. But then the Powers kid is a really good guard. The Kelly kid's a good veteran guard. He's a senior. He's been playing for a while. Jarbo has had a pretty good year. So they don't have a lot of depth, but their 5 are pretty good. And Coach Tinsley does a really good job with them, runs good stuff. You'll probably hear the same play calls, the same names from both of us throughout the game. So, no, they do a good job, and I think the difference in us and them is they want to try to play a little bit slower to where we want to play fast. And I think that may be the difference in it.
The Todd Johnston coaching tree just keeps on going, doesn't it? More on the Locker Room Show, brought to you by Hometown Hangout, comes up after this here on K105.
I'm Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
On the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
That's the national anthem here from Apollo High School. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams as Grayson County takes on Apollo. First for the home team, the Apollo Eagles, Caden Green, 3.8 points per game. Tate Powers at about 12 a game. Kobe Kelly at 11.1. Luke Jarbo at 9.6. And Landon Henning at just under 10. For Grayson County, it'll be Spencer Langdon, 16.3. Caden Hanshaw, 6.4. Landon Haycraft, 1.5. Brody Armstrong, 15.4. And Jack Longston at 19 points per game. The Cougs and Eagles comes up next here on K105.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Big region matchup this afternoon between the Grayson County Cougars and the Apollo Eagles. Langdon, Hanshaw, Haycraft, Armstrong, Longston for Grayson. Green, Powers, Kelly, Jarbo, Henning for Apollo. Those are the lineups. Cougars and Apollo is next on K105.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Grayson County and Apollo in a big third region matchup. It's time for basketball in Owensboro. Jack Logston to jump against Landon Henning for Apollo. The ball is up and it is controlled by the Eagles. We'll be working from left to right on the radio dial. Home whites, blue numerals, red stripe up each side of the pant legs. Nearly turning it over was Kelly. It's up top now. Running things up is Green. Green off right side to Kobe Kelly. Apollo enters the record of 10-6, 2-1 in 9th district play. They've had an up and down season. Had some big wins, including beating Owensboro early this year. It's the first time since 2017. Turnaround jumper by Kelly in the lane is missed. Hanshaw with it for Grayson County. They give it off to Jack Logston. Up top to Hanshaw. Hanshaw drives in on Henning. Jump pass to the corner to Haycraft. Up top now to Armstrong. Armstrong has a green light to shoot it pretty much any time he comes into the gym. He is shooting this season from three-point range 53.7%. He's got it on the right block, blocked on the inside by Henning, and it's picked up on the floor by Green. Apollo off and running, and they're going to slow it down. This game is two drastic difference in paces. For Apollo, they're wanting to play this game in the half court. They'd like this game to be in the 40s or the 50s. If you're Grayson County, as Armstrong picks the pocket of Powers down the left side, Armstrong blocked. And it then smacks off of him as he fell out of bounds. Caden Green came away with a block. And it's going to go back towards Apollo. But Grayson County would rather this game be in the 60s or the 70s. They want to run. And the pace of this game very well might decide who ends up winning it in the end. Pull-up jumper in the lane is missed. Rebound tapped off into the hands of Langdon for Grayson County. Langdon going 1-on-2. Down the right side. He spins towards the middle with a jump pass to Hanshaw. Hanshaw ball fake back off to Logston. He'll let the three fly left side in and out. Rebound tapped off long, and it's run down by Apollo. Jarbo in on Logston. Lowers the shoulder, gets to his right hand, and puts it in. Luke Jarbo makes our first points of this game as it is 2-0. Apollo on top of Grayson County. Langdon in the corner. Gives it to Hanshaw down the right side. Hanshaw runs into Henning, and Henning is going to pick up his first foul. And the team's first. He'll put Caden Hanshaw to the free throw line to shoot two. Hanshaw, 65.5% from the stripe this season. Second leading rusher already in Cougar football history. An excellent athlete. First free throw for Caden is good. Cougars have had, over the last week, some different offensive outputs. Last time they were in the Owensboro area as Hanshaw makes both free throws. They only scored 43 points in a loss at Owensboro Catholic a week ago today. Then they turned around on Friday with 95 as Kelly drives down the right lane and slides the left foot. The ball's going to head back towards Grayson County. They scored 95 against Whitesville Trinity, which was their most points scored in a game since December of 2009. Turned around on Saturday with a win against Breckenridge County, scoring 73. That 73 is probably a little bit more close to their average of 69 a game. Langdon off to the left side to Armstrong. Bounce pass to Haycraft. Back up now to Armstrong on the left side. Right side to Langdon. Langdon drives. Jump pass in the middle to Haycraft. Haycraft then has it taken away high by Green. Eagles off and running. Down the left side is Powers. He flips it off into the far corner to Jarbo. Pulls up from 18 on the left side. It's well short. Rebounded by Logston for Grayson County. An outlet pass down to the left side to Hanshaw. Basket's up, no good, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Caden Hanshaw down the left side. For Hanshaw, that is his first, team's first. Cougar coaching staff did not agree. Your officials for today's game, Kevin Morris, Kenneth Decker, and Mark Gentry. 2-2, 5:15 left in the first quarter. Driving in, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Spencer Langdon now. His first and the team's second. Reached in a little bit on Jarbo. Kelly will trigger from underneath of his own basket. Left side to Green. Curls over to the right side, drives in on Logston, who denies it on the interior. Haycraft had it. Over to the far side now to Caden Hanshaw. Hanshaw on the right wing. Up top now to Logston, between the circles. Handoff pass to Armstrong. Deep left side three. A little too strong. Rebounded by Henning. Very cold offensive start for both of these squads. It's 2-2 with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Grayson has not scored from the field. Driving in. Losing it on the way up, and it's taken away by Grayson County. Logston has it. Logston up the far side of the floor. To the free throw line to Langdon. Langdon, jump pass backwards, threw it behind his head to give it to Armstrong. Off to Hanshaw, 18 feet top side, too strong. Green with another loose board for Apollo. Green averages only 2 rebounds a game. He's already got probably 3 so far today. Right side, Jarbo. They give it into Henning. Guarded by Logston and taken away by Armstrong. Haycraft's got it and flips it up now to Logston down the near side. Logston drives, fades it, 15 on the near baseline. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Jarbo. Cougars ice cold from the field. Jarbo drives in, blocked by Logston. And then the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to head towards Grayson County. What a block by Jack Logston on the interior. 4:02 left in the first quarter. Still 2-2. Not necessarily the high-powered offensive start. This game is definitely being played in Apollo's standards so far. Langdon on the left side. Jump pass to Logston. Right side three. Good for Jack Logston on the right wing. First field goal for Grayson County. They lead now 5-2. 3:40 left first quarter. Apollo leads the all-time series between these two squads 32-17, but it's been all Grayson County recently. They've won 7 straight in this series, including twice last year, once at Logan County and once back at the Cougar Den. Left side to Kelly. Dribbles it up in between the circles, and Ryan Tinley, second-year head coach with a 26-20 record, delivers the play call. Into Green. He lost it, gains it back, curls down the right side, layup good for Caden Green. It is 5-4. Grayson County has the advantage in dribbling it off of the foot. We're going to have some substitutions for Grayson County. It'll be Hayden Robinson and Chase Balnock into the game for Grayson County. Robinson, 2.5 points a contest. He had a big game. Robinson, 3, far side, in and out. It pops. It was in his corner pocket where he is lethal from three-point range. That one does not drop. It's been an ice-cold start. Ryan Tinsley wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 2:49 left first quarter. Cougars up by 1. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Ryan Tinsley took the 30-second timeout. It's in his second season, we mentioned, as the leader of this Apollo team. Last year, he was voted the 3rd Region Coach of the Year by our media members in the region. We all voted, and Ryan Tinsley was nearly unanimous in winning that award. He played his freshman through junior seasons at Grayson County before transferring to Glasgow after his dad, John, who is the associate head coach on the 2009 3rd Region Championship team for Grayson County after he got the job at Glasgow. Kelly on the right side. Drives in on Langdon. Picks up the dribble. Up top to Jarbo. Jarbo gets around Armstrong in the lane. Shot good off the glass for Luke Jarbo, and Apollo retakes the lead at 6-5 with 2:15 left in the first quarter. Robinson, left side three, open. It's short. Bounces off the top of the backboard and rebounded by the Eagles. Jarbo comes down with it. Jarbo down the right side and is going to be fouled by Langdon, I believe, and that's going to be 2 on Spencer. Spencer Langdon picks up his second foul and the team's 3rd. Zach Bratcher going to come in. Langdon going to check out with 2 fouls, and he doesn't usually go to the bench with 2 fouls. Kelly to trigger. Right side to Jarbo. Very slow start for both of these squads. Apollo really controlling the pace early. Driving in, and another foul is going to be called on Grayson County. Tate Powers fouled from behind on Bonock. That's his first and the team's 4th, and it's going to send Tate Powers to the free throw line. 67.4%. First one good for Apollo. Powers, the sophomore, averaging about 12 points per game. He puts both free throws in perfectly. Apollo has their largest lead now at 8-5 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. Cougars only with 1 basket made from the field. Spencer Langdon already on the bench with the 2 fouls. Armstrong on the right side. Up top in between the circles, Bratcher, 3, got it! They left Bratcher alone. He's a great shooter. That percentage of 21% is very misleading. And Zach is somebody that you have to give a heat check for right now because we've seen him throughout his years get scorching hot. Henning, 18 feet from the top side. It rattles out. Bonock with a rebound for Grayson County, and they're off and running. Bonock to the left side to Robinson. He gets into the corner, thought about the 3, didn't have the window, gives to Logston. Logston drives, goes up with the right hand, well off to the right. And rebounded by Jarbo for Apollo. Jarbo curls, gets it off to Green. Left side 3, in and outs. Rebounded by Logston for Grayson County. Logston up the near side of the floor. Outlet to Bratcher in the corner. Back to Logston. Logston crosses it right side now to Armstrong with 45 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. 8-8 between Grayson and Apollo. To Bratcher, right side 3. No good, off to the right. Henning with a rebound. You're never going to be mad at Zach Bratcher taking an open 3 like that. He is a great shooter. In transition, 3 by Kelly is good to answer. Apollo back on top, 11-8. Bratcher, open 3, far side, short. Rebounded by Kelly for Apollo. Kelly up the near side, goes back towards the middle, and a jump ball is going to be called, and the arrow is going to head towards Grayson County. Logston on the, Kelly tried to do the move across, and in that process, Logston made contact with the ball, and the official Mark Gentry determined that it was long enough to be whistled a jump ball. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. 11-8. Grayson County trails Apollo. Logston, step back, left side 3. Might have been fouled. No whistle. Rebound. Bounces around. Henning's got it with 2 seconds. With 1 second, they won't get a shot off. The end of the first quarter, Apollo leads Grayson County 11-8. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
County trails 11-8 as we start the second quarter of play here from Apollo. Cougars ice cold from the field. They have not made a shot inside the arc. 2 free throws and a pair of threes. The positive factor is that shots not really dropping for Apollo either. They're still up by 3 points, and they will start the quarter with a basketball. Spencer Langdon on the bench with 2 fouls for Grayson County. That'll be a story to watch as this game goes along. Jarbo to the left side to Powers. Into the corner is a new player of the game. That's Maxwell Johnson for Apollo. Johnson, the quarterback for their football team. Jarbo drives down the right side over top of Logston. It rattles in for Luke Jarbo. He's got 6 early points. The Owensboro Catholic transfer averages only 9.6, but well above his average so far today. To Bonnock, step back left side 3. Good for Chase Bonnock in the corner. And it's 13-11. Cougars shoot the 3 at a high level. Still probably want to get some interior offense going. Off balance shot by Powers in the lane, somehow drops. He just threw that one up with the left hand and it drops in. Into the corner, Robinson. Robinson curls around, gets the hole off the glass, well too strong. Rebounded by Apollo up the near side of the floor. Behind the back dribble, transition, free throw line jumper missed by Jarbo. He gets his own miss at the free throw line, goes down to the left block, basket good by Johnson on the left side. Apollo leads Grayson 17-11 with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first half. Right side Armstrong. Armstrong drives downhill, gets around the defender, and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be 2 shots. I didn't know coming on the high side as the foul's called on the low side on Johnson, his first, team's first. On the high side, Hennig blocked it off the backboard, and I wasn't sure if they potentially might have called goaltending on that. It was close, probably not though. Armstrong to shoot 2. Very good free throw shooter at over 80%. And he misses the first. Camden Sanders, Trig Payne, and Caden Hanshaw in for Grayson County as Bratcher, Robinson, and Bonnock will take a seat. Camden Sanders had his career high 11 points against Whitesville Trinity on Friday evening. He's going to be a really good player. Armstrong gets the second to drop. Kelly gets around Armstrong. Kelly throws it up for Henning, who dunks it on the left side. Way too easy for Apollo. It's 19-12. Eagles on top. Logston at the free throw line. Gives it to Armstrong. Left side 3, short. Rebounded by Sanders, though, for Grayson County. Gives it back to Armstrong. Armstrong spins to his left hand. Lost it, though, and it's taken away by Powers. Powers waits for numbers up at the top side. He's picked up by Sanders. Grayson County going man-to-man defense. Here in Apollo spreading it out. 5-out look. Powers drives to the left side, spins to the right hand, goes up, just throws it up, and he's going to get bailed out with a foul called on Sanders. His first. 2 shots coming for Tate Powers, and he just made 2 a moment ago. First one for Powers is no good. Hit off the front of the iron, rolled over to the left side before dropping off. Second chance, good. He puts it in. Eagles on top of Grayson, 20-12, with 5:50 left here in the first half. It's a big sequence here for Grayson County. Spencer Langdon on the bench with those 2 fouls. Cougars are just being thrown out, all sorts of out of sorts, and now they throw it away. Armstrong and Hanshaw not on the same page, and a turnover is going to give the ball back to Apollo. We weren't at the game on Tuesday, and Spencer Langdon's coming off the bench with those 2 fouls, and I don't think Travis Johnson is much of a choice. They need some offense. Powers in the lane, blocked, and a foul is going to be called on the far side, and that's going to go on Sanders. He picks up 2 quick fouls. And the team's second. Powers will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Apollo ranks 20th in the state and second in the region in fewest points allowed by allowing less than 50 points a game. And they're showing off early what they can do. Powers makes the first. Sanders going to come out. Langdon comes back in. Again, as a reminder, Langdon does have those 2 fouls. Second one good by Powers. Apollo leads by 10. 5:25 left in the first half. Logston on the right side. Handoff pass to Langdon. Up top now to Armstrong. Armstrong to Payne. Payne up top, swings it off into the corner. Langdon 3, no good, not even close. It's well long. Spencer Langdon really struggling, and on the other side, layup, good, no good by Jarbo. Rebounded by Johnson, spins, goes up, basket's no good. Hanshaw with it for Grayson County. Cougars finally can go off and running, and a foul at the half-court line is going to be whistled on Maxwell Johnson, his second, team's second. Green enters the game back for Apollo. 4:54 left first quarter. 22-12. Apollo leads Grayson. Langdon in between the circles. Left side to Payne. Back up to Langdon. Langdon is now 3 of his last 21 from 3 and 5 for his last 31. Right side, Logston misses the shot and rebounded by Apollo. As the Eagles is back-tipped, taken away by Langdon. Langdon down the right side, fouled, basket's no good, but it'll go to the line. Called on Jarbo, his first, team's third. Hanshaw back-tipped it, and it went right into the hands of Spencer Langdon, who's fired out of a cannon down that right side. Langdon, 60% from the free throw line this season. The first one is no good. Langdon has shot the ball in his career very well against Apollo. He entered today's game 11 of 17 from three-point range, including a game here just about 2 years ago to the date. On the 24th of January, both free throws missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Apollo, and it's going to stay with Grayson County. But he went 5 of 6 from 3, and that was his coming out party. Haycraft re-enters for Grayson County in place of Trig Payne. Balnock, Hanshaw, Logston, Langdon, Haycraft out there for the orange and blue. Right side Langdon, he drives in, floater with the right hand, no good, too strong. Rebound off the hands of Haycraft into the hands of Jarbo. Jarbo up the far side, might have gotten away with an offensive foul to Kelly in the corner, 3, no good. Hanshaw with the rebound for Grayson County. Hanshaw up the near side of the floor. Into the corner, Langdon open 3. Finally it drops for Spencer Langdon. Ryan Tinsley wants a timeout. 4:03 left in the first quarter. It is 22-15. Apollo still in control. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Griddle has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Maidonk in Litchfield.
Cougars trail 22-15, 4:03 left in the first quarter. Ryan Tinsley takes the full timeout after Spencer Langdon knocked in his first 3. Some score updates to bring. from around the area. Girls back. And they give it into Jarbo. 22-15, 3:40 left in the first quarter. Apollo leads. Grayson County going with a 2-on-2 zone. Left side three, partially blocked by Logston, but it goes in anyways for Tate Powers, and the lead is back now to 10 for Apollo. Left side Armstrong to Bonnock. Little jab step to Haycraft. And now Cougars throw it away again. Driving in is Powers. He spins, gets it off to Jarbo on the left side to Kelly. Kelly drives and kicks. Powers, another three. No good. Strong. Haycraft with a rebound for Grayson County. An outlet pass to the near side of the floor to Armstrong. Armstrong spins on Kelly, who tried to take a flop. He flopped instead, and the ball's tapped out of bounds by Apollo. That would be one of those that in the NBA, Kelly would have gotten a flop warning, because that was about as obvious of a flop as you can on Armstrong's spin move, and I'm sure that was probably something coached up by Ryan Tinsley, saying that to flop on the spin move. Bonnock three, good on the right side. Second one knocked in for Chase. Cougars trying to stay pace with Apollo as they trail by 7 in this game. Sticking with the 2-on-2 zone. Up top to Powers. Now to Jarbo. They leave him alone from 3 on the right side. It's short. Armstrong with a rebound for Grayson County. Cougars have numbers 3-on-2. Armstrong drives in, dumps it off to Bonnock. Bonnock up top to Logston. Ball fake. Logston now drives in on the right side, goes up. Foul, no whistle, and it's rebounded by Green for Apollo. Travis Johnston wanting an explanation. Powers three, top side, it's good. Tate Powers doing whatever he wants. And the lead is back now to 10. That's a big sequence there for Grayson County. Bonnock on the right side. Left side to Armstrong. Hand in his face by Green. Man-to-man for Apollo. 1:48 left in the first half, and now a foul's going to be called on Green. That is his first, team's fourth. Armstrong passes into the backcourt to Spencer Langdon. Cougars really struggling offensively. They have yet to make a two-point shot. 15 on the right side for Langdon, and it hits off the top of the backboard, and it goes out of bounds. Cougars have hit 5 threes, made 3 points from the free throw line, and that's all their points. And listen, this Grayson County team can really shoot it from 3, but can't make them all from that point. 10-point lead for Apollo. 5-out look for the Eagles. Gives it to Kelly. Really slowing the pace down as Apollo, and now Armstrong picks the pocket, loses the ball, then Bonnock gives it off to Haycraft. Haycraft back to Armstrong on the left side. Armstrong goes up, left side, basket, good. Great job by Grayson County to get the steal, and the ball heads back to the orange and blue after the basket. Right side, Kelly thought about the three, gives it to Jarbo. Jarbo now drives, gets the hole on the right side, goes up, blocked from behind by Logston. Into the hands of Langdon. Langdon bounce pass into the corner to Bonnock, who falls, kept the dribble going from his backside, gives it to Logston. Bounce pass to Haycraft. Off to Langdon. Free throw line jumper is missed. And rebounded by Kelly for Apollo. Kelly swings it off left side. Back up top now to Powers, who's had the hot hand for the Eagles with about 30 seconds left in the first half. Apollo leads by 8. Henning, turnaround jumper from 10. It's not even close. Rebounded by Bonnock for Grayson County. Bonnock flips it off now to Logston. 20 seconds left in the first half. So it'd probably be a scenario where we'd see Travis Johnston hold for one shot, but well, now he probably will. Double team comes on Logston, and now he throws it away. Green drives in, shot's no good. Rebounded by Haycraft with 4 seconds. They throw it up to Armstrong, down with 2, 1, lays it in. Brody Armstrong, the Cougars get bailed out. And they get a basket right at the horn down the left side, and it is 28-22. Grayson County at the half, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Hey, Kentucky high school senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Apollo, where the Cougars trail the Eagles 28-22 at the half. And listen, if you're Travis Johnston and you're trying to say, hey, let's put some tape on of a great half of basketball for this Grayson County squad, say this is what Cougar ball is, you're not putting that half on at all, because that was, for a majority of it, ugly. A lot of missed shots, some defensive breakdowns on the other side, but then you also had some moments where you look pretty good, especially on the defensive end. I mean, Jack Logson's probably got 4 blocks already in the game, and you're able to get out in transition, and that's been the difference in the game so far. When Grayson has been able to get out and run, they've had success. They've been able to knock down some three-point shots, but Brody Armstrong's the only player that's made a shot inside the three-point line. Those were both in the last minute of the game, including one that just beat the horn. Grayson County trails this game 28-22 at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, run down some scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for half number 2. As this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Cougars trail Apollo at the half, 28-22. Let's see if we can run down a score or two from around the region. Again, if you're wondering, if you've been tuned in, listening, and been like, wait a second, weren't you supposed to be doing the girls' game today? Yes, we were. But LaRue County canceled the game at about 1 o'clock this afternoon, which caused us to scramble. And shout out to our K105 crew. We had to leave, our report time changed a little bit. Made for a busy afternoon, but we've made it here to good old Apollo High School Grayson County trails 28-22 at the half in this game. Some score updates to bring you. Final score, Central Hardin in boys basketball defeats John Hardin 75-52. LaRue County in boys defeats Campbellsville 77-70. That is a final score there. We mentioned Franklin Simpson in girls basketball defeats Greenwood 61-36. It was Warren Easton girls over Cumberland County by 12 points in one of those games that I'm seeing here. And that appears to be most of the scores from around the region that I see on this Tuesday evening. You've got Owensboro and Hancock County, I believe, playing today, but I've yet to see a score come through from that one. Grayson trails 28-22 at the half. We're in on the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help call center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
28-22, Grayson trails Apollo at the half, running down the scoring for the first half of play for the Eagles of Apollo. 13 for Tate Powers, 6 for Luke Jarbo, 3 for Kobe Kelly, 2 each for Caden Green, Maxwell Johnson, and Landon Henning. For Grayson County, it was 6 points for Chase Bonnock, 5 points for Brody Armstrong, 3 each for Spencer Langdon, Zach Bratcher, and Jack Longston, and 2 for Caden Hanshaw. It's been one of the longer halftime shows that we've had. They've now stopped the clock. In fact, they're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock here, as this has not been your typical 10-minute halftime show. Right now, Grayson County is just standing off on the side, waiting and watching the Apollo cheerleaders continue to dance on the floor, and they had, I guess, some youth cheerleader night or something, and Cougars are saying that they want to get out there and they want to warm up and stay loose as much as they can. They got some of the momentum to claim it at the end of that first half of play, and they want to be able to claim that as much as they can. You know, you trail by 6 points in this game. You didn't necessarily play great. You didn't shoot it great, especially inside the arc. Only made 2 shots inside the arc, and you're down by 6. You know, this is a team, Apollo, that is not made to outscore you. You know, they want you to play their game, which is slow, beat you up, and go from there. Whereas Grayson wants to get out and run. And right now, the favor has been majorly in favor of Apollo, and I'll be interested to see what Grayson County can do to potentially gain some of that momentum back as we go along. We continue to have the halftime show continuing right now for Apollo, and you're starting to see a little bit of frustration on the Grayson County bench, and honestly, I don't necessarily blame them. At some point, we got to play basketball. And the halftime show is continuing. Travis Johnston usually walks out back onto the floor with about 30 seconds left in the half, and he's making his way onto the half right in the ball because he's got it down to a science as far as timing. I don't know if he goes to the restroom after that half or what, but he's walking on the floor right now looking and saying, oh, wait, we still haven't started warming up yet? What are we doing? Look ahead at the week in Cougar sports, though. On Friday, the Cougars and Lady Cougars will travel to Edmonson County. That'll be a 6 o'clock start time for the girls game there from Brownsville. So our coverage will begin at 5:40 right here on K105 and live via K105 Digital Productions. And then on Monday, Cougar boys will be at Central Hardin for a 7 o'clock Central Time start. And then on Tuesday, the Lady Cougars will host Hart County at the Cougar Den. That's a look at the next week or so in Cougar sports. The cheerleaders are done. So now they are out warming up now to start this second half of play, as we still got ourselves about 3 minutes until we're back underway in this game. So again, Grayson County at Edmondson on Monday, or on Friday rather, and then on Monday the Cougar boys will travel to Central Hardin for next Friday, the big one. Butler County will come to town for the first matchup with the Lady Bears and Bears for the Cougar boys. Earlier today, the recent edition of the Third Region Media Poll came out, voted by media members from across the region. It went Davis County 1, Owensboro Catholic 2, Muhlenberg County 3, Butler County in 4th for boys. Grayson County was 5th, Meade County was 6th, McLean County 7th, Breck County 8th. And 9th was this Apollo team, and in 10th was Owensboro. Grayson County was the spoiler for Davis County. They did receive one first-place vote from a media member in the region. It's not me. 7 votes, though, went for Davis County in the Third Region Media Poll for today. Grayson County trails 28-22. The second half comes up next here on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
28-22, Grayson County trails Apollo as we get ready to start the second half of play from the Eagles' nest here at Apollo High School. And, I mean, for Grayson County, this start to the second half is going to be really big. It's going to be really big. They need to get off to a good start. And honestly, they get the ball to start this half. They can eat a basket on this first possession. You got the momentum at the end of that half. A little 4-0 run. Add to it. We're underway here in the second half of play. It'll be Spencer Langdon in the corner for Grayson County to Armstrong amongst the trees. Armstrong bounce pass to Haycraft into the corner to Logston. Logston drives, now backs it off into the corner. Kelly did a good job shutting off the drive to Langdon. 3 near side. Good for Spencer Langdon. 3-point game now, 28-25. Langdon starting to heat up for the orange and blue. Now defensive pressure comes, and Brody Armstrong is going to be whistled for a foul. As he comes up and he bumps Tate Powers. His first, team's first. And you know what? I like that foul. Here's why. Brody Armstrong just made a statement. If anything else, to say, hey, we're here to play now. It was a clean foul. It was a hard foul on Powers, and it's something that, sticks in the back of players' minds. Green floater with the right hand, missed. Rebound, Logston saves it into the hands of Armstrong for Grayson County. Armstrong pushes down the near side of the floor, jumps up in the lane. He misses it. Ball bounces around. Hanshaw's got it on the left side, and he's fouled by Green on the right side. Green whistled for his second foul. Team's first. Caden Hanshaw to shoot 2. This is a big moment here for Grayson County. First free throw, Hanshaw good. He's now 3 of 3 today. Second chance coming for the sophomore is good. 1-point game now, 28-27, a 9-0 run for Grayson County, dating back to the end of the first half. 7 minutes remain in the third quarter. Pressure comes. Jarbo jump pass to Green, and then he was fouled by one of his own players. Saves it inbounds to Jarbo, but his foot was on the sideline. Back to Grayson County. As Henning fouled Green on that play as he was coming in. I guess they were both going for the bench, and because it was a eagle-on-eagle crime, it forced him to make an inaccurate pass. Hanshaw on the left side. Bounce pass to Logston on the left block. Logston was fouled low. He has it on the floor, and it pokes out off of Apollo. What happened there is Apollo, once again, it was Kelly flopping underneath, and that caused Jack Logston to lose his balance because he tripped over him. It probably should have been a foul on Kelly because he was laying on the ground. Armstrong on the right block. Another flop for Apollo, and this time Armstrong loses it on the way up. That is the third flop on Apollo, and Travis Johnson is probably asking for it. At some point, you got to call the warning or something because it is constantly happening on Apollo's end. I mean, they're not blocking fouls, but they're not charges either. They're flops. Up top, Armstrong picks the pocket of Green. Armstrong angles back towards the near side. Bounce pass to the left block to Hanshaw. Lets Henning go by and lays it in. Grayson County's got the lead. Timeout Apollo. 29-28, Grayson leads. 5:58 left in the third quarter. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Full timeout by Ryan Tinsley after Grayson County is on an 11-0 run to take a 1-point advantage with 5:58 left in the third quarter. Tinsley now only has 2 timeouts remaining. He's a 30 and a full. I think it was a timeout that was necessary after Cougars were turning defense into offense, and you are starting to see energy on this Grayson County sideline right now. And honestly, smiles. It's amazing how those little things can do it. And I think it's been defense that has led to this. Johnson flips it off to Kelly. Kelly breaks the timeline. Another steal for Grayson County. Spencer Langdon down the right side. Stops and shoots off the glass. The basket's good for the Cougars. 13-0 run for Grayson County with 5:40 left in the third quarter. Powers in the backcourt. He breaks the timeline. Bounce pass kicked by Armstrong. But you know what? You love that. Spencer Langdon goes up, chest bumps Brody Armstrong. It'll be Jarbo to trigger from right in front of the Apollo bench. They give it into Kelly in the backcourt. 31-28, 5.5 left. The clock's not moving. The clock has not started moving yet, and it's still not moving. Up at the top of the key, driving in, floater, good by Powers on the left side. The clock has still not moved yet. As the clock hasn't moved for 30 seconds now. Hanshaw in between the circles. To the right side to Haycraft. Still nobody has noticed. They give it into Langdon. Langdon on the right block. Curls around. Spin around jumper. No good. Short. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Kelly. As the clock is still not moved yet here. Into the corner. Driving in. Jump pass up top to Johnson. He spins. Up off the left side. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Langdon for Grayson County. Now the clock has finally started. As we probably had about 45 free seconds here of basketball. Nobody noticed. Armstrong off the right side. Gives it to Hanshaw. Hanshaw guarded by Henning. Grayson leads 31-30. A 13-0 run by the Orange and Blue. That was just stopped. Langdon cuts down the lane, takes one dribble on the right block, but Kelly rips it away. Nice defense on the inside. Kobe Kelly to the left side to Powers, who had 13 points at the break. Kelly drives. Back to Powers. Powers at the logo, guarded by Haycraft. Gets around Haycraft. Lowers the shoulder, and a reach-in foul's called on Grayson County. On the floor, Brody Armstrong, I think, pleading his case that he got all ball. The official, Kenneth Decker, said, no, you did not. His second, team second. Kelly passes into the corner to Powers. 31-30, Grayson leads by 1. 4.5 left in the third quarter. Driving in is Jarbo. Off the glass, basket's good over top of Logston. Apollo back on top now, 32-31. 4:20 left, quarter number 3. Logston gets Kelly into the air. To Armstrong, off to Hanshaw, right side 3, too strong, rebound, bouncing around, Logston taps it though into the hands of Apollo. An outlet pass to Henning, who bobbles, gains it back off the right side, misses the shot, rebound by Henning on the inside. Henning goes up with the right hand, that's good on the interior. Landon Henning, 4 points, and just like that, Apollo has answered with a 6-0 run of their own. Left side Armstrong. Takes a deep left side 3, off to the right, it's no good, rebounded by Kelly for Apollo. Kelly then loses it, and a kick ball on Grayson County is going to be called at the half-court line. Travis Johnston stares down the official, Kevin Morris. Chase Bonnock comes back into the game. Coming out is Landon Haycraft. 3:38 left, third quarter. Apollo on a 6-0 run after the Cougars had a 13-0 run of their own. Kelly in on Hanshaw. Bodies up, shot hits off the backboard, rebounded by Hanshaw for Grayson County. Hanshaw breaks the timeline, slows and speeds, gives it off into the corner to Langdon. Swings it off left side now to Logston. He'll let the 3 fly. Good for Jack Logston on the left side. His second 3 of the game. And we're tied at 34 with 3:10 left. Bonnock in the backcourt. Gambles and fouls is the whistle. Happened right in front of the Grayson County bench. Safe to say, they didn't think it was a foul. 3:10 left, quarter number 3. 34 all between Grayson and Apollo. Kelly in between the circles. Now we'll take a deep 3, top side. Good for Kobe Kelly. He had space, and Kelly, who shoots at 38% from 3, knocks that one in. Armstrong up top. With the right hand. Gives it to Hanshaw. Hanshaw fakes the drive. Now kicks. Bonnock 3 off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Armstrong for Grayson County. He's double teamed. Armstrong spins to the right block. Fades it away. Shots no good. Hanshaw tried to tip it in. He gets his own miss though. Goes back. Flips it off to Armstrong on the inside. Armstrong smartly takes it back out to Logston. Right side to Bonnock. Grayson trails by 3. 2:20 left, third quarter. To Langdon on the left wing. To Hanshaw in the corner. Thought about it. Gives to Logston. He'll take the 3, top side. That one's good for Jack Logston. Timeout, Travis Johnston. 2:06 left in the third quarter. It is 37-37. Johnston takes the full timeout. And you're starting to see some good things here from Grayson on the offensive end. And Apollo's making just enough shots to stay in this game. And listen, here's the thing. The way this game is being played in this third quarter goes advantage Grayson. Grayson County wants this game to be played up and down the floor. They want to turn this into a shooting contest against Apollo, because if it's a shooting contest, they have the advantage in this game. Now, if it's where we're going to slow it down and muck it up, that's where it's going to be Apollo's advantage, which is what you saw more in the first half of play. Now, for Grayson, out of this timeout by Travis Johnston, he probably wants to see some better defense. You've seen some really good moments causing Apollo into some uncharacteristic turnovers, but once they get into the quarter court offense, that's where it struggled. $37-all, 2:06 left in the third quarter. Eagles will have it. Logston with consecutive threes in this third quarter. He's got 9 points now for the game, all of them from beyond the arc. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Kelly in between the circles, trapped, gives it to Jarbo, to Henning from 18 on the far side. It's good. The big man can shoot it from outside. He's 0 of 9 from 3, and that one was just a little bit closer than a 3. A long 2. Logston bounced off to Bratcher on the left side. Back up to Logston. To the right side to Armstrong. Thought about it. Gets Jarbo into the air. Drives in on Jarbo. Falls and gets it out to Ballnock. To Logston, and he is fouled up top on the right side by Johnson. His third, team's second. It'll be Langdon to trigger from underneath of his own basket. Minute and a half left, third quarter. Cougars trail by 2 here at Apollo. To the right side, Armstrong lost it and gained it back. Armstrong to the left side to Bratcher, into the corner to Logston. 3, no good. Rebound. Ballnock has it, but his foot was on the baseline. Great effort by Chase on the inside. A rock fight in Owensboro tonight. Powers being double teamed. Gives it off to Kelly now. Kelly back to Powers. They got to break the timeline, and they do with a high pass. Johnson goes up to grab it. Henning back up top to Powers, to Kelly. Left side 3, no good. Rebound, Langdon, and he's fouled hard from behind by Johnson. That'll be his 4th. And immediately, Ryan Tinsley goes to the bench. He's going to bring in Caden Green back in. Apollo is without Eli Williams tonight. The sophomore averages 4.6 points and 2.1 rebounds a contest. He broke his toe. Armstrong in between the circles. 50 seconds left, third quarter. Logston on the left side, thought about the 3. To Bratcher, corner 3, no good, off the front of the iron. Rebound into the hands of Green for the Eagles. Wouldn't shock me if they try to run about these last 35 seconds off. They want to take a lead to the final quarter. Grayson has won 7 straight against Apollo. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay here. Apollo has not won since the 2017 season. Here's Travis Johnston's first. Johnston is 7-1 against Apollo. Henning up top. Gives it to Jarbo. Into the corner, Green 3, no good. Rebounded by Bratcher for Grayson County. Green is now 2 of 10 from 3-point range. Armstrong lets the defender go by, cuts towards the middle, up top to Bratcher, to the right side to Langdon. 3, got it! Grayson leads. 5 seconds and counting in the third quarter. And now a foul away from the ball is going to be called on Grayson County. On Ballnock. That is his third, team's 4th, and that stops the clock. Travis Johnston not happy at all. That allows Apollo to get a ball off. 2 seconds left. Stolen away by Grayson County. They get it back, though, and they're not going to get a shot off. The end of the third quarter, Grayson leads by 140-39. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
What a ball game this has been here today in Owensboro. 40-39, Grayson County leads by 1 as we start the final quarter of play. It'll be Apollo basketball. Been a great game. Powers up top. He drives in on Bonnock, kicks to the corner. Jarbo 3 for the lead. It's off the back of the iron. Green gets the rebound though for Apollo. Goes back up with the right hand, puts it in. Caden Green's got 4 points. And Apollo leads by 1 now. To Bratcher, off to Langdon on the right side. Calling for help. Left side, Logston, 3, short. Rebounded by Green. Apollo leads by 1, and we have a foul away from the ball. I didn't see anything. No, we have a technical? Technical foul called against Jack Logston. That is only Jack's first foul, and that's a big foul. Mark Gentry, the official, calls it. Travis Johnston wanted an explanation as to what was said. Tate Powers will shoot the 2 technical free throws. First one's no good. I didn't see it, and he misses both technical free throws. Not saying that Jack didn't say something, make a comment, something. He was wanting a foul on the other end, and if we're being honest, he probably was fouled. And he might have said something. What he said, I don't know. Was it deserving technical? I don't know. We're way up at the top here. In fact, we're over here. If you're watching with us, you might have seen the back of my head at times. Because we're right up, pretty much right in the front row of the top row, rather, of the the lower level. Shot in the lane, missed. Foul called on Apollo on the inside, whistled on Green, his third. Team's first of the fourth quarter. Apollo leads by 1, 41-40. It's one of these, though, where if you're Grayson County, you have to keep your head on straight. You can't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Hand off to Langdon. Guarded by Kelly. He spins, loses it, and Kelly steals it. They give it off to Henning, and now Bratcher's going to be called for a foul, his first, team's second. Apollo ball. 41-40, 6:54 left here in this fourth quarter. They give it into Kelly. Cougars backing off now into man-to-man half-court defense. Kelly up top. Hand off to Jarbo. Jarbo drives down the left side, over top of Armstrong, blocks it. Loose ball ripped away by Armstrong, and then he's fouled from behind by Jarbo. His second, team's second. A little frustration from Jarbo. And Kelly, after the play, bent over as if he might be in a little bit of pain or fatigue, or maybe he just needed to bend over. Grayson trails by 1, 6:35 left, fourth quarter. Bonnock up top for the Cougars. He'll run the point for Grayson County. Almost had his pocket picked. He's able to gain it back to Bratcher. Thought about the right side 3. Had Henning in his face, though, to Logston on the left side. Logston drives in, gets the whole layup. Good, it'll go to the line after being fouled on the inside. Apollo once again tried to flop on the inside. Kobe Kelly this time called for a foul, and it was a good block call because Logston did a good job avoiding the contact, and his leg ended up hitting Kelly. Logston to the line to shoot the and one. 79.2% from the stripe And the basket's good. Jack Logsdon now has 12 points in the game. And it's 43-41, 6:19 left in the fourth quarter. Grayson up by 2. Jarbo to trigger. Gives it into Johnson. He has 4 fouls. As far as foul trouble, really the only player on either team and any semblance of foul trouble in this contest. Bounce pass to Kelly, who throws it away. He threw it down to the left block to the cheerleader in the front row. Clearly on the play, someone was supposed to be standing there because that one was not even close. Big possession here for Grayson. They lead by 2. Right side Logsdon. Hand off to Langdon. Right side 3 off the screen. It's good! Spencer Langdon off the screen gives the Cougs a 5-point lead. 46-41. Johnson off to the right side to Kelly. Big sequence there for Grayson County. Into Johnson. In on Logsdon. Gains it back on the end. Grayson County. It's called on Logsdon. To the stripe, Maxwell Johnson. 7 of 9 from the free throw line this season for the sophomore. First one, no good. He was the quarterback on their football team where he passed for 2,001 yards and 18 touchdowns. Second chance is good. 4-point Grayson County advantage. 46-42. 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Langdon, guarded by Kelly. Langdon, down the right side, blocked out of bounds by Henning. 5:23 left in the fourth quarter. 46-42. Henning, very good at using his body in blocking shots and making sure he does not foul. Logsdon did a ball fake, now gives it to Armstrong. Deep 3, top side, it's off to the right. Shots missed, long rebound, out of bounds, off of Apollo. It's Grayson County ball. Ryan Tinsley not happy at the call. The entire Cougar bench pointed saying it was off of them. I couldn't see it. We were blocked by the bench. Armstrong from the near corner loops it into Logsdon. 4-point Grayson County lead. Logsdon, free throw line jumper. It's short. Rebounded by Armstrong, though, for Grayson County. He falls, and a walk is going to be called on Brody Armstrong. When he fell down, he threw it off of an Apollo player. He was trying to get the opportunity to have it be out of bounds off of Apollo instead. Johnson up the far side of the floor. He might have walked with it. To Kelly. Kelly throws it away. Another turnover for Kobe Kelly at the half-court line. 46-42. Grayson leads by 4. 5:06 left in the game. It's getting rather sloppy on both sides. 5-out look for Grayson County. Now they'll run their motion offense. They have Logsdon at the elbow. They give it to him on the right side. Handoff pass to Armstrong. It's bobbled and taken away by Kelly. Kelly up the near side of the floor. Blows around Langdon. Kelly runs in. Ripped away by Bratcher. And a foul is going to be called on Zach Bratcher. That is his second. Team's third. And they're going to give a shooting foul on that. That's a doubly bad call. That was good defense by Zach Bratcher, and Kobe Kelly was not shooting. Kelly at the line, 80.5%. 2 shots coming. First one's good. This would make it a 2-point game for the senior Kobe Kelly, and he makes them both. 46-44, 4:45 left in the fourth quarter. Langdon stops on the right side, now drives and kicks to Bratcher in the corner. 3, no good. Rebounded by Armstrong, throws it off of Apollo. No, he was standing on the baseline is the call. Travis Johnston can't believe it. Ball heads back to Apollo. They give it into Johnson. 46-44. Weaving through. Jarbo gets it into Henning, but it goes right through his hands and into the Apollo cheerleaders. This is getting very sloppy on both sides, and honestly, if I was Travis Johnson, I got 4 timeouts. I think I'd take one right here. Just say, hey, like a 30? Hey, calm down. Langdon on the right side. They will not take the timeout. Langdon spins towards the middle to Armstrong, who's going to back it back off. Up top now to Langdon. Left side, Logston, 3 short. Rebounded by Powers, and now we're going to have a jump ball arrow to Grayson on the rebound. Bratcher ran in there to grab the ball from Powers right away. Travis Johnson ran onto the floor. I don't know what that is that was on the floor. Looks like a bead or something. Or an M&M. Pass into Logston. Off the left side to Bratcher. Crosses it right wing to Armstrong. Armstrong, free throw line, spins down the right lane, spins back to his left hand, gets it to Bratcher, who cuts in a lane, floater up the glass, good! Zach Bratcher's got 5 points. Timeout taken by Travis Johnston. 48-44, 3:48 to go. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
It hadn't been pretty, but Grayson leads by 4 with 3:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Travis Johnston takes that full timeout. Cougars have 3 timeouts remaining, 2 30s and a full. Apollo has 2 timeouts, a 30 and a full. Is the timeout situation. As far as fouls, Grayson County has 3 team fouls. Apollo has 4. Actually, it's the other way. It is 4 team fouls on Grayson County, 3 on Apollo. As far as foul trouble, really one player to report. That's Maxwell Johnson with 4 for Apollo. Johnson is on the far side of the floor right now. Out of the timeout, they give it into Powers. 3:45 left in the fourth quarter. Grayson leads by 4 here on the road at Apollo. Cougars have won 7 straight in this series against the Eagles. Kelly, left side 3 off the screen. It's short. Rebounded by Johnson, though, for Apollo. Up top, foul called on Bonnock, and that's going to be his 4th. And free throws will now come for Tate Powers. He just missed 2 technical free throws at the start of this quarter and makes the first. One more coming. It's good. 48-46. 3:25 left in the fourth quarter. Grayson leads by 2 here on the road at Apollo. It's been a rock fight. Apollo controlled the first half, but the Cougars have come back in the second half. Armstrong on the right block on Henning, blocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Grayson County. Henning has done a good job controlling the interior. Landon Haycraft comes in. Bonnock will come out. Jack Logston being asked to tuck in his uniform. To Hanshaw in the corner. Right side to Haycraft. Up top to Armstrong. He'll take a deep 3, top side, no good. Rebound tapped off, and a foul on the rebound is called on Apollo. No, it's called on Hanshaw. His 3rd, and that is now free throws for Apollo to tie the game. Jarbo to shoot 2. First trip to the line today. 65.5% this season. First one touches every part of the rim and then drops in. This would tie the game. And it is good. Apollo's only scored once from the field in this quarter. And it's 48-48. 3 minutes left in the game now, and Logston's now fouled on the left side by Jarbo, his third, team's fourth. Something tells me we're going to have a lot of free throws here tonight. Grayson will shoot free throws the remainder of this game on the next foul. Apollo already shooting free throws. Armstrong, hand off to Logston. Logston on the right side. Gives it off to Armstrong, left wing. 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. Hanshaw left side. Guarded by Henning. Man-to-man defense for Apollo. Hanshaw drives down the left side. Looking for help and finds it with Logston with 2.5. Logston spins towards the middle as he drives down the lane. Off the glass, blocked by Henning. It doesn't matter. He's called for a walk on the spin move. Back to Apollo. They have a chance to take the lead. Cougars have gone now multiple possessions without baskets. 2:20 and counting now left in the fourth quarter. In between the circles, Powers. Guarded by Haycraft. Powers pulls up from the left elbow for the lead. It's good. Apollo has taken the lead now on Grayson County. Armstrong on the right block. Dumps it off to Hanshaw. Hanshaw blocked by Henning, but a foul is going to be called on the inside. 2 shots coming. For Henning, that is his second, team's fifth. 2 shots coming for Caden Hanshaw. First one, no good for Hanshaw. Ball knocked back in for Grayson County. Haycraft comes out. Second one, no good. He misses them both. Rebounded by Henning for Apollo. 50-48. 1:55 and counting left. Apollo almost lost it. Armstrong knocked it to the backcourt. Ryan Tinsley wants a timeout. If it's a full, we'll take it with him. If it's a 30, we'll keep it here. He's got 1 full and 2 30, and it's just going to be a 30. We will keep it here out of the timeout. Apollo now has 1 timeout remaining in this game. It is 50-48 with 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and this is a huge defensive possession for Grayson County. But right now, they just got to look themselves in the mirror. They're doing a lot of hero ball down the stretch instead of running their offense. They're forcing a lot of shots instead of doing what got them and led them to their comeback in this game. 1:50 left in the game. Apollo leads by 2. Cougars will turn their attention towards Edmonson County on Friday in Brownsville, but right now they're trying to survive on the road. They've struggled on the road this season in true road games 2 and 5. And those 2 wins, Washington County and Ohio County, 2 games they were favored relatively heavily in. Powers breaks the timeline across the high side. 1:45 left in the game. Guarded by Bonnock. Powers spins around, gives a bounce pass up top, and nearly threw it away. Jarbo was there to clean it up. Jarbo to the left side to Powers now. 90 seconds left in the game. Apollo leads by 2. Pressure comes. Jarbo into the corner to Johnson. Apollo more than fine with running the clock now. Off to the right side. Wide open 3 by Kelly. It's no good. Rebounded by Jack Logston for Grayson County. Logston up the near side of the floor. Spin move at the right elbow, and a reach-in foul's called on Powers. That is his first. 2 shots coming for Jack Logston. This is putting the guy you want at the free throw line for Grayson County. First one, good for Jack Logston. That brings it to a 1-point game. 1:14 to left in the game. Remember, Apollo has 1 timeout. Grayson County has 2 timeouts. Correction, Grayson County has 3 timeouts. Logston makes them both. 50 all. 1:14 left in the game. Into the backcourt. It is Apollo with the basketball. Jarbo gets around Armstrong. Jarbo drives in on Logston to the left side with left hand. Basket's good. Coast to coast goes Luke Jarbo. Apollo back on top. Under a minute left of the game. Logston on the right side. Up top. He tries to spin to the right hand. Gets up. Shot is no good, but he's fouled on the inside by Apollo. That's on Max Johnson, and he will foul out. That'll be his 5th. Coming back into the game will be Caden Green. Jack Logston to shoot 2. Big free throws coming. Ryan Tinsley is taking his full 20 seconds, making sure Jack Logston fully thinks about this. Ryan Tinsley still letting the official Mark Gentry know he did not agree with the call. And here it comes. 2 for Logston. First one, good for Jack Logston. Makes it a 1-point game now, 52-51. 51 and a half left in the 4th quarter. Second chance to tie the game up. It's good. Big free throws for Jack Logston down the stretch. 52 all. 50 seconds remain in the game. Apollo basketball. Powers breaks the timeline across the far side. Let's see if the Eagles might even run the ball and hold for the final shot. Swarmy defense now comes for Grayson County. Jarbo lost it, taken away by Grayson County. Spencer Langdon has it. Up the far side of the floor. Travis Johnson has 3 timeouts should he want to use one. 25 seconds now and counting. Off to Hanshaw. Hanshaw then, as he's driving, a timeout taken by Travis Johnston. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 20.1 seconds left, 52 all. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Oak in Litchfield.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
20.1 seconds on the clock here in the 4th quarter. It is 52-52, Grayson County and Apollo. Cougars will have the ball. They'll pass it in from in front of their own bench. Bratcher, Armstrong, Logston, Langdon, Bonnock on the floor for Grayson County. 15 seconds now and counting for the Cougars. Tied at 52, now 10 seconds. Armstrong off to the right side to Langdon. Back up top now to Armstrong. To the left side, Logston. Deep left side 3, no good off to the right. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Apollo from beyond half court at the buzzer. It is no good. It almost goes in for Kobe Kelly. He banks it. It hits off the front of the rim. It is no good. Overtime comes up next here from Apollo. It is Grayson County and Apollo tied at 52. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Hey, Kentucky High School senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Prevention. Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County and Apollo headed to overtime for the first time in their series since 2009, when Travis Johnston was on the team. 52-52, 4 minutes remain in the game here in overtime. And the opening tip is controlled by Apollo here in overtime. Kelly, inside pass, goes right through the legs of an Apollo player. Logston's got it underneath, and timeout taken by Travis Johnston. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Grayson's going to get it. He's got those timeouts to use, so now Cougars will have 2 timeouts. Apollo also has 2 timeouts. You get an extra timeout for each overtime period that we might do. Grayson County this season has played 1 overtime game. It was a win back on the 28th of December against Madisonville. That game happened at Thomas Nelson. The Cougars won by 1 in a game that was probably pretty similar to this, that it was relatively a rock fight. For Apollo, though, this is their first overtime game of this season. Last time they went to overtime was the 6th of January of last year, a road loss at Cumberland County. 52-all, Grayson's going to have the ball. They do have the arrow. Free throws the remainder of this game as well. 52-all here in overtime. Armstrong in between the circles. To Logston, and a foul from behind. Jarbo wraps up Logston. That'll be his 4th. And Jack will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ryan Tinsley didn't agree, but it was a good call as he kind of wrapped him up for the backside. Logston, first free throw, no good, just a little bit too strong. It's Jack's first miss from the free throw line today. He had been 5 for his first 5. Second one, good. Grayson leads 53-52. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the game. Kelly to the left side to Jarbo. Up top now to Kelly. Guarded by Hanshaw. To the right side to Powers. Guarded by Bonnock. Cougars lead by 1 here in overtime after Jack Logston missed the 3 towards the end of the quarter. Green up top now to Kelly. Kelly drives. They tried to oop it rather to Henning, and the pass is out of control and a turnover for Kobe Kelly. Kelly nearly made a beyond half-court shot, too, to send us. Well, that would have been sending the Apollo fans home happy. 5-out look for Grayson County as they lead by 1 here in overtime. Hanshaw down the right side. Jump pass to Langdon in the corner. Langdon now will lower his shoulder, and he's stripped on the way up, taken away by Henning. They give it up to Kelly. Kelly pulls up, free throw line floater, good. Apollo's retaking the lead now. 54-53 with 2.5 left in overtime. 4-round 1 look. Now it's going to be a 5-out look for Grayson County. Hanshaw curls around. Handoff pass left side to Logston. Logston back to the logo now. He almost lost his dribble over and back. Left side to Hanshaw. Lets the three fly. No good. Too strong. Kelly with the rebound for Apollo. Kelly shot out of a cannon. He throws it up to Henning, who grabs it underneath. Henning turns it around. The spin move. No good. Bonnock with the rebound for Grayson County. Bonnock gives it back now to Hanshaw. Left side to Armstrong. Armstrong lowers his shoulder. Gets the hole off the glass. Rolls in for Brody Armstrong down the right side. Armstrong hadn't scored since those last points of the first half. Grayson back on top by 1 here in overtime. 55-54. Powers pulls up from the elbow. Short. Rebound tapped up into the air by Green, and it goes in. Lucky shot for Apollo. Langdon to Armstrong. Armstrong drives in on Henning. Bounce pass to Hanshaw. Fouled from behind. Basket's good. He'll go to the line. Caden Hanshaw with a chance to make it a 2-point lead. Tate Powers called for his second foul. Hanshaw to convert on the and one. He does. 58-56, Grayson leads by 2, 1:17 left in overtime. First time these two teams have gone to overtime against one another since the 6th of January. Here, 49-48, Grayson won by 1. Ryan Tinsley wants a timeout. He will get it as well with 1:12 left in this game, 58-56. Grayson County leads by 2. It's been a great basketball game here today. It didn't look like it early on when it was ugly. And listen, it's still been ugly at times for Grayson County. This is one of these games where you just want to get out of here with your tail between your legs and say, hey, we won. We can go home and let's worry about our trip to good old Brownsville on Friday evening. Because Apollo is, they have gotten so much better over these past couple of years. This is a team that won 5 games 2 years ago, 2 games the year prior to that. They were barely even competitive in those stretches. And you can tell this team, listen, this is one of these squads that on a given Tuesday night at the end of February, whether they're playing Owensboro Catholic or Davis County or Owensboro, they could knock them out and make the trip to the world-famous Sports Center. 1:10 left in overtime. Grayson leads by 2 out of the timeout. Apollo has it. Swarming defense comes for Grayson County. They flip it in the corner to Jarbo. Jarbo drives the baseline, knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Langdon. The Cougars are off and running. Hanshaw, bounce past Bonnock, layup, good. It was good anyways, but it was wiped. It was counted in because of goaltending. The ball dropped anyways. Chase Bonnock has a career high today of 8 points. And Grayson leads by 4 here in overtime. Swarming defense comes again. Jarbo gets around. Throws it up to Henning, who grabs it off the head of Langdon. Spins around. Basket good on the right side for Landon Henning. 38 seconds left in the game. Grayson County leads by 2. Logston tries to split the defense. Loose ball. He's got it and is fouled at half court by Kelly. A football game has turned out here at half court. Both these teams want to win. Foul called on Kobe Kelly, just his second. 2 shots coming for Jack Logston. Hitting 2 is huge. Got to hit 1, though. .9 left in overtime. Logston's first free throw is good. Big one for Jack Logston. He's got 18. One more. Good. Big one for Jack Logston. Travis Johnston wants a timeout. He's going to make this his 32nd variety. And both teams now have 1 timeout remaining in this contest. The possession arrow is to Grayson County right now. Both teams are going to foul for the remainder of this game. They're going to get foul shots. Foul trouble for Grayson County. Ballnock has 4 fouls. Jarbo and Johnson's fouled out for Apollo. Jarbo has 4 fouls, though. That's the foul trouble to watch as this game goes along. Grayson County trying to survive on the road here tonight in Owensboro. .9 on the clock. Apollo has it. .62-58. Powers breaks the timeline at the logo. Goes to his right hand, gives it to Henning. Deep on the top side, back to Powers, bounce pass to Kelly, gets around Hanshaw. Kelly drives in, fouled by Logston. 2 shots coming for Kobe Kelly with 16.3 on the clock. That is Logston's 3rd. Kelly will shoot 2. He is 2 of 2 today, over 80% for the season. This is one of these scenarios here, too. It's like if you're going to foul for Jack Logs in that scenario, first free throw is no good by Kelly. Make sure he doesn't even come close to making the basket. If you're going to foul him, foul him. And that was very close to being a potential and-1 for Kelly. Second chance is good. He gets that. 3-point game now. Apollo will take its final timeout. 16.3 seconds remain in the game. Grayson County leads by 3 points, 62-59. This is one of these scenarios where, I always say this of, you look up and down the bench and, you see Jackson Davis down there who hasn't played today, only played a couple of games all season, one of the future stars of this program. He going to make his free throws? You put him in right now because that's what you need. You need guys who are going to go up there and sink 2 free throws. Because if you go up there and you sink 2 free throws every single time, you're going to win this basketball game. Maybe it's Evan Hasty. You look up. You don't necessarily want to bring somebody in ice cold off the bench, but you want to make sure you've got 5 good free throw shooters. But I'm sure this play drawn up by Travis Johnston is going to go to number 24, Jack Logston. If Brody Armstrong gets it, you feel pretty good about that as well. And if you're Apollo, you're trying to get Caden Hanshaw, Spencer Langdon, or Chase Ballnock to grab this ball. It'll be Hanshaw to trigger from underneath of his own basket, or rather of the Apollo basket. Gets it into Logston. He's double-teamed as Logston. He breaks the timeline across the high side with 10 seconds left. Apollo's probably going to have to foul, and they do. With 8.2, they had chance at the steal. Logston was able to keep the dribble going. Kelly, his 3rd foul. Jack Logston back to the free throw line. 8 of 9 from the stripe today. Make that 9 of 10. Timeout taken by Travis Johnston now. That'll be his final timeout. It is a 4-point Grayson County lead. Travis Johnston knows he can't take these timeouts and take them to Brownsville on Friday evening. They don't work there. You got to take them and make sure everybody is on the same page on defense in this scenario. There are no timeouts remaining in this game now unless Apollo can force a second overtime. Grayson County trying to win their 3rd straight game, 4th in the last 5. Try to keep things moving forward with a couple of big road games on Friday and Monday, respectfully. .63-59. One more free throw will come for Jack Logston. He's 9 of 10 from the free throw line in this game. This is his 11th free throw attempt coming. No timeouts remain on either side. The arrow again is in favor of Grayson County. Logston, big free throw coming. He hits it. 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Ball stolen by Armstrong, throws it into the hands of Logston. That'll do it. Grayson County survives in overtime after Brody Armstrong has a massive steal on the inbounds play. And Grayson County defeats Apollo tonight in overtime by a final score of 64-59. What a play for the orange and blue. Grayson County wins 64-59. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at SOHD.info.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and some severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Grayson County wins today in overtime by a final score of 64-59 against Apollo in what was a fantastic basketball game. We'll take a break. Fifth quarter show continues. Talking to Coach Travis Johnson after this. Cougars are winners by 5 in overtime. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to vets currently serving military, the immediate family of troops killed in action, and our brave current and former first responders. These tickets are a meaningful way to say thank you to America's heroes. And now we want you to be part of the mission. Got extra tickets to
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Apollo, where Grayson County wins in overtime, 64-59 against Apollo. We're joined now by Coach Travis Johnston. And, Coach, first off, I like to put you on the spot every once in a while.
Yeah.
Last time Grayson County played Apollo in overtime, do you know?
I know. I'm assuming it's my 09 because I know we played them here and it was overtime.
Did you hit a game winner in that game, or am I? Because I feel like
no.
Who'd you hit the game winner against?
I hit one against Edmonton.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
But this one, I remember that because it was like 43-42 in overtime.
49-48. Yep. True Todd Johnston basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, to me, this is the epitome of a game where, honestly, the word I think of is gutsy. Like, you didn't play great, especially in the first quarter and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And then in the final minute of the first quarter, you got some momentum, and I think that was really impressive. And then in the second half, you came out, and it wasn't great, but found a way to win.
Well, that's what I told him. We found a way to win, and the Powers kid killed us. I mean, somebody standing what he stands and weighing what he weighs, he absolutely cooked us. And we went with Chase for a while there. He did a great job on him. Chase got in a little foul trouble, so we started running double teams at him. But they had a good game plan, They spread us out, and we figured that the Henning kid would guard one of our quote-unquote non-shooters, or ones that don't shoot as much. But, we, like you said, we found a way to win. And Jack was labored a little bit, something with his ankle before the game. And then, of course, Kobe, I think, would have really helped that game as far as defense on the guards because he's probably our quickest other than Chase side to side. But I thought we did a good job of being tough and finding a way to win, and good teams do that. And that team's a good team. It's on their home court, 9th District, all that stuff. Ryan's a great coach, and they got some good players, but being able to find a way to win was important, and I'm proud of how they did that.
I was saying in overtime that I wouldn't want to play that team on a Tuesday, the last Tuesday in December in the district semifinals for a chance to go to the World Famous Sports Center. Like, I wouldn't want to have to play that team because they got everything that you might need, and they got a spark to them as well. I mean, let's start with free throws. It wins and loses games.
Yeah.
And Jack, he's your best free throw shooter. And it's weird for me to say that Jack hasn't been great from the free throw line this year, and he's still at, 80% from the line. Yeah. But we were just so used to Jack at 90 most of the season last year. But today, 10 of 11 from the line, that's hard.
Yeah, and I think that his percentage is like 78 right now, and it'll bump up into the 80s now. And being able to make those when he did, he made two different times when we were down two to tie the game, and those are hard free throws to make. And we trust him completely, and obviously we trust Brody pretty well. Even Spencer, Spencer, he's such a tough kid and a competitor that if he goes to the line there at the end of the game, I trust him to do that. And
Caden's hit some big free throws,
Caden's hit some big free throws. The free throws, I think, was the difference in the game. We made a bunch, and on a night where we weren't shooting great, and they had a good defensive game plan against us, it came out to help.
Chase, he is just one of those kids that, like, you mentioned Powers getting the most out of his size. Chase does the same thing. He is, and I know I've said this a couple of times, and it's the best compliment I think you could get. He is so annoying to play against.
I think that, and Landon didn't do anything wrong. Some of the guys that didn't play much second half didn't do anything wrong, but he was our best. Chase was our best option to guard Powers, and we rolled with it. And obviously you got to keep those other three out there, and we tried to mix match how we were going the fifth guy because they were playing Henning so far off that we wanted to try to add some offense out there and help Jack, Brody, and Spencer get inside and get to the lane and stuff like that. But Chase was awesome. And, I think did he make 1 3 or 2 threes?
2.
He hit 2 threes in the first half when we were kind of struggling. And then, like I said, his defense was awesome, and he was all over the place. And I'm okay with when he gets those fouls like he does if they're not in the bonus. But he was a pest on defense, and how many ended up with? 8?
8. That's career high for him, too.
And he had 2 right there at the end, so he played awesome.
I think, to me, one of the statements of the second half was the very first play of the second half. And I'm not even sure if this is something you wanted them to do. Brody had a foul away from the ball, and it might have not been the foul that you wanted, but it was a hard foul right off the bat on, I believe it was on Powers. And I think, to me, it kind of set a statement of that was the first half, this is a new half, we're here to play now.
Yeah, we had to be more aggressive defensively. What we were worried about is, and our shot wasn't going in, and that's okay, but we were letting it affect our activity level defensively. I don't think that we were awful defensively, but it was affecting how bouncy we were and how active and how we were getting in passing lanes and things like that. And that's a team that I think that you have to try to speed up, because if you let them play their pace, then they're pretty good at it with the big kid in there. So Brody coming up on that trap there that started the second half and kind of bumping them was something, hey, I'm okay with that foul, and now let's turn it up a little bit and go. And we were able to do that enough in the second half.
Friday, you've got Edmonson County, a team that you beat on your home floor, but playing down there is obviously it's a whole different challenge. Yeah. And, I mean, to me, and you probably would agree with this, what happened in December means nothing.
Yeah.
How do you take 3 straight and try and go to 3-0 in district play?
We have to be better coming ready to play on the road. Now, we should have absolutely no problem with doing that Friday with the crowd that we'll have, boy-girl game, Edmonton.
If you can't get ready for that, what can you get ready for?
Then we have a problem if you can't get ready for that. But we haven't been very good at being locked in and ready to go on Tuesday away games. I think we lost Catholic, we lost Breck away, we lost I think the only one may have won this year is Washington County at the start of the year. So we have to get better at being ready to go. Not just those Friday games, not just the big games. Anybody can get ready for those. They have to get ready for these types of games. And so that's the biggest thing, is just being ready to go off the tip.
Coach, appreciate it. Stay warm out there.
Yeah, good luck.
Maybe let Brett wear the sweater vest on Friday. That's head coach Travis Johnston. Cougars win today in overtime. Our hometown hangout MVP comes up next on K105.
Ever struggle to find a place where everyone can have a good time? Whether it's guys' night out, girls' night out, or the whole family, Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill has you covered. Celebrate with the team after the game. Enjoy live music or enjoy the cornhole tournament. The arcade games keep the kids entertained while you enjoy happy hour discounts on drinks and appetizers. With a full menu of the longer favorites, there's something for everyone. Find Hometown Hangout on Lest Mite Oak in Litchfield.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Hey, Kentucky high school senior, are you into having the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship you can use towards your in-state college, trade school, or certification program? If so, listen up. Participate in the I'm In College Acceptance Video Challenge, and you could have your video selected for a statewide TV commercial, as well as the chance to win a $1,000 scholarship. Are you in? Find out more today by visiting gearupky.org/video. That's gearupky.org/video.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Apollo, where Grayson County wins in overtime 64-59. It's time now to give out our hometown hangout MVP from today's game. And I had a name in my mind, and then I looked down at my watch right at the end of the game, and Stephen Smith sent me a text message, and he said the name I was thinking. And I asked Travis Johnston, who you thinking? And he said the same name. And I can ask Owen, our director, and he's probably thinking the same name. It is Chase Bonnock, is our Hometown Hangout MVP for today's game. He was great. Career high 8 points. Defensively was fantastic. He was a pest on both sides of the floor. So Chase is our Hometown Hangout MVP from today's game. We'll wrap it up after this. Cougars win in overtime by 5. It's Cougar Basketball on K105.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication?
On the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Apollo, where Grayson County wins 64-59 in overtime. Running down the scoring for this game for Apollo, they were led by Tate Powers with 19 points, 12 for Luke Jarbo, 11 for Kobe Kelly. For Grayson County, 21 for Jack Logston, 14 Spencer Langdon, 9 Caden Hanshaw, 8 Chase Bonnock, 7 for Brody Armstrong, 5 for Zach Bratcher. Looking ahead, on Friday, we'll be down in Brownsville as the Cougars and Lady Cougars will continue district play. Both will look to go to 3-0 and put themselves in the driver's seat for the 1 seed in next month's district tournament. That will be on Friday night. Our coverage will begin at 5:40 via the K105 YouTube channel right here and also live on K105. And then on Monday, Cougar boys at Central Hardin. Tuesday, Lady Cougars at home against Hart County. That'll wrap us up here tonight. I want to thank our K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Eli Hufflepuff Smith, and your director was Owen Embry. So on a night where Grayson County wins in overtime 64-59, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.